Hello, my friends. I am Michelle, a life designer coach, nutritional therapist, leader in Run Fitness, and host of the Inside Out podcast. Bringing wisdom and experiences from inspirational people and from within my own life journey, supporting you around the globe to elevate your health and well-being. So this week, I am going to be totally honest with you and talk to you about overcoming the fear and developing mental stamina. So let's face it, if you've listened to some of my previous episodes, the ones from the start, they suck, don't they? You have probably listened to much better podcast hosts, and it may not even sparked an initial connection with you. So I thank you for continuing to listen and for your continued support. And yeah, I'm going to be honest. I had no idea when I started podcasting what I was doing. But what I did really have was my goal and my vision and a deep nagging feeling inside my heart that I could have my own successful business and a podcast serving people around the globe in developing connections with themselves, using the right tools to create a lifestyle that was grounded and serving themselves in body, mind and spirit. And that nagging feeling, that true deep down feeling, is what kept me going to step aside all my fears of being laughed at, all my fears of not knowing if anyone would listen, if it only would be my friends, and then being really quite polite and saying, oh, it's amazing. But why not? Why would you not just give it a try? And that's what I did. I went straight in and tried. Because the question of what if I was successful? How would that make me feel? What if I can help and serve others? Yeah, I feel scared and overwhelmed. And yeah, scared, anxiety, overwhelmed feeling happens most days. And the internal dialogue that I have within my brain also overtakes on most days. Some of that internal dialogue that you may be able to relate to is, how the heck do I fit this all in with my kids, my husband, my corporate work, my training? And I still don't know how I do it. But do you know what was really consistent to me? Is that I've got some really supportive friends, and one of my friends said again to me, but what if, Michelle, it did work? What if it did work? And it's this demon question that I think all of us throughout life keeps cropping up. You make a decision, it could be financial, it could be relationship. You know, it could be as simple as, right, I am not going to eat in tonight. I'm going to go out. But there's that what if. What if you can't find a suitable restaurant? What if you can't, get in at a time that's suitable to you and your family? What if you go out on a date and it absolutely sucks? But what if you did go out on that day and actually it was really successful? So this demon question of what if does not really serve any of us. Everybody has experienced fear. Everybody wants to overcome a fear and achieve a goal. But where do you start? Where do you start to ground yourself, and really focus and drown out the internal dialogue, drown out the what ifs, drown out the anxiety? And one thing that I found really effective, was simple breath work. There are many, many apps that you can use, okay, that help you through guided breath work. This week, I've started to put my hand on my heart, okay, to really connect with my heart. When I'm starting to feel this fear, the anxiety, the overwhelm, to become grounded. It has been proven, scientifically proven, that less than 10 minutes of just simple breathe in for 4, out for 4, in for 4, out for 4, stimulates that vagus nerve. And that vagus nerve has a phenomenal healing effect on a person's body, promoting relaxation and grounding the mind. So the first step of overcoming any fear in any situation at any time of the day, recognize it, pause, and then breathe. Breathe. First step. You can apply that to any situation that you're encountering. But let's think about goals. Okay? You've got a goal. You want to achieve something. Goals come in many shapes and forms. Some are quite simple, some are more complex. Yeah, but you setting your goals, you are planning to live your life your way. Writing down your goals help to make them true. You can align to your mind, body and soul and achieve any goal that you wish to achieve. And that is what I did. I saw the life I wanted in my mind's eye, and I'm breaking it down daily, taking baby steps, learning along the way, meeting the most inspirational people that help, support and love me, and they have come from across the globe. And just by doing that, noticing in my mind's eye, breaking it down, having a willingness to go out there, overcome the fears and learn, I take in the step by step to get where I want to be. The goal that I have creates the passion, the emotion that's sparked, the vision created in my heart made me believe that anything is possible. So take your dreams, listen to your heart, and set a plan of action. You and everyone that we are connected to on this planet is worthy, and self-belief and trusting in you and yourself alone is key to every success. We as individuals hold that key. We as individuals hold that key. You listen to me now could probably go, yeah, do you know, right? It sounds simple. And we go out, as I've said before, you've got challenges. Will always come as part of your journey. And this will impact, as we know, your mindset, your confidence and your energy levels. But let's put this into concept for you. Okay, and let's relate this. So at the time of the pandemic, like many others, I did catch COVID. But the time I caught COVID, I lost 50% of my muscle mass. And for me, as a runner, an athlete, I found that very hard because at the time of having COVID, we got a turbine garage. So I was doing the training, and my first run, after nearly 17 days of isolation, lungs felt okay, but my body didn't. And that came as one of my biggest challenges because I wanted to achieve my first half marathon goal in a particular time and my marathon goal in a particular time. So that was a huge setback for me. And it could have gone two ways. I could have just gone, something has happened, let's just give up on my dreams and my vision. But I didn't. I really didn't. I stood for a moment, I reflected. I broke it down. I planned what was required to succeed, and I worked harder to overcome it. I knew that I needed strength training, cross-training, focus on food and nutrition, and I needed to start small and build up again. I needed to start small and get to my performance level before COVID. We all will have good days and bad days, right? So putting this into the concept, marathon, I wanted to get under 3 hours 50. That was my true goal. And some of my training runs, I had really good days. Felt on top of the world. Bam. I was on it. Got to the point. Everything was working. And other days were just awful. And those awful days were not just about having a bad training run. Some of those days included just bad mental stability. My kids were constantly at each other, trying to score points, was arguing. Some days I was really physically and mentally knackered. But, you have to keep going. You have to be on top of your corporate job. And when you're having the bad days, I just felt like I was a failure. I let everyone down. And on those bad days, and this is where I think it's really key, I had to really focus and improve my mental stamina. Because when I put it into the context of running, okay, and achieving my marathon time, physically I knew I'd done enough, okay? I've been training to achieve the goal. But in my mind, you're always questioning yourself. Physically, you've done the training, you're there, your body, you trust your body. But mentally, I'm going, I want to do a marathon in under 3 hours 50. And you kind of go and you look around, you see other people in your run club, other people you run with, and you just go, there's no chance. I'll never be that quick. And that demon, question, that demon comes back in, your ego comes in and says, who are you to have the right to actually have this goal? And that is where the grounding, going back to the breath work and becoming consciously present in the moment, calmed my mind to focus on where I wanted to be. Equally, you go, right, how do you increase that mental stamina? You started off with breath work, you're grounding yourself, you're overcoming your fear, you know what your goal is, you know that you're going to have good days, you know you're going to have bad days, you know you're going to have your ego come in to say, what right do you have? So what are my tips about increasing mental stamina? And this is really, really key. First of all, write down your goal. Okay? It became my mantra. Every day I journal. Every day I would write down. My mantra became 3 hours, 47 minutes and 59 seconds. And this was for a marathon, okay? I would say it out loud. When I was running and training, I would envisage myself going over the finish line. I even saw what I was wearing on that day and what the weather would be like. So I really visualised and I just kept my mantra going. 3 hours, 47 minutes and 59 seconds. 3 hours, 47 minutes and 59 seconds. Okay, yeah, you might think I'm nuts, but that is what I did. But by doing the mantra, by really envisaging myself in the kit that I was wearing, the sun shining, that really supported me in pushing away any of those negative thoughts. It helped remove the feelings of lack of self-worth that crept in, because deep down I knew I could do it. And just by blocking out all the other surrounding energies, the negative energies, just by focusing on that, is your first step of increasing mental stamina. If you're a visionary person and you might want to do vision boards, reminders, anything that keep you focused as to where you want to be. And this mental imagery and mantras can be applied to any goal that you want to set yourself. It came to my marathon day and the weather was sunny, cold, but sunny. I was wearing exactly the kit, including my lucky knickers. I think they're lucky knickers anyway. Okay, on that day, there was a phenomenal amount of people partaking in the event. But on that day, my focus was one foot in front of the other, and all the way around that marathon in Amsterdam, I just kept saying, 3 hours, 47 minutes, 59 seconds, universe has my back. 3 hours, 47 minutes and 59 seconds, universe has my back. If you ask me today what that course was like, I have no idea. I looked up once and I saw a windmill, and that was it. I have no other idea what Amsterdam Marathon looks like, because all I did was keep my eyes focused on A, not tripping up anybody or tripping up myself, but B, my vision and my mantra of 3 hours, 47 minutes and 59 seconds. And just by being present and grounded in that moment, as I said, all the way around, helped tune out the chatter. It really tuned myself into my body, into my heart, and into my soul. The connection to yourself, your self-belief, your self-worth will lead you to creating the lifestyle you truly want, whatever that form takes. And it's that heart and soul connection. And I'll repeat it again, heart and soul connection that brings you your self-love, your self-belief and your self-worth. So what are my top tips to help you establish a strong mindset and how to achieve your goals? Because you can achieve anything you want in life. It doesn't matter if it's fitness related or nutrition related. It can be relationship related, financial wealth related. It can be career development related. It can be anything. Tip number 1, set yourself a goal. Make it truly specific, but a goal could also be list of things that you want to do before you die. Read a specific book, go on a certain holiday. It does not have to be big. But by writing and setting down your goal, it just helps focus on what you want and how you want your life to be. And it could even be by simply taking 5 minutes to become grounded with yourself before getting out in bed in the morning. Okay, that could be your goal. Tip number 2, write them down and display them. Goals can be classed a bit like a shopping list. Put somewhere where you can see them. The fridge, bathroom mirror, on your screensaver, in your knicker drawer, in your pyjama drawer, whatever. Write them down and display them so that every day you're reminded about what your goal is. Tip number 3, work out what steps you need to get there. And if you don't know, that is okay. Google, learn, speak to others. I still don't know everything, and I never will, because life is a continual learning journey. But you write down your goal, you display it, you put a date against it of when you want to achieve it. You learn the steps, you document the steps of how to get where you want to be. We are all connected, and just knowing that means the answers will come to you. And read my latest blog, Breathwork. It helps you overcome the fear and just try. And by trying, you may find the first step may not be the right one. But every step we do make is a learning to us. And as we learn, we grow and we move forward, and we grow and develop and become such a more energized, holistic person. My fourth tip for you is, once you have the steps, planning it into your schedule. Plan it into your week. Most people groan at this point, but believe you me, the concept of time was invented. And planning is one of the many areas that I can help support you with. Work out, when are you most creative? When are you most optimal? Everybody can spare at least 5 minutes out of the day. 5 minutes. And just by doing one thing means that you're one step closer to where you want to be. And my final and fifth tip to you is, believe you can. Notice those negative thoughts. Reframe them into positive ones. Your mind will believe what you tell it. So like with me, fill it with positive motivation and determine. Get your mantra, because you can trick your mind into believing. And even before you take any actual steps, just sit with yourself and understand whether your connection and love for yourself is strong. Self-love and self-worth is key. If this is lacking, reach out and ask for support. Coaching could be something that you may get benefit from, because you're working with the present and the future state. But whatever you do, don't quit. Forgive yourself when mistakes happen. Accept challenges are here to teach us. And those challenges will guide you to a more successful path. But whatever you do, keep going. And every achievement, celebrate. Setting and achieving goals, whether big or small, is not just about physical fitness or nourishment. It's a holistic approach. Really ignite your light and truly believe you are worthy, and you can elevate your well-being. Whatever you believe, okay, we are all put on this planet for a reason. We have a purpose, and we are all connected. But your biggest connection to make you successful is your connection with yourself. The connection of you loving you, you believing in you. Once you have that connection, the world is your oyster. If you have liked this podcast and it's resonated and connected with you, then please do share, rate, like, and increase the awareness around the world so that I can help and support others around the globe. Thank you, my friends. Until next time, remember, you are worthy.